You got all the creative freedom. That's what I tell you at the beginning. You want to be an architect, or parallelly an artist. You love design, you're creative, detail-oriented, or even a little obsessed with symmetry and space. Then watch, because I'm about to sugarcoat all that and tell you what it really feels like to be in architecture school. Not filters, not Pinterest boards, just the raw, chaotic truth about why they tell you and how they act to tell you what they do not tell you. Let's dive into that. A lot of people think that if you're good at drawing, illustrating things on computer, or even passionate about buildings, you will thrive in architecture school. But let me stop you right there. You might be good, like very good, and be producing high-level works, and have people go like, wait, you only first year, but still struggle. Because there is something about talent that is just like, that's can't exempt you for certain things like burnout, criticism, or even confusion. And at that point, you may work, and you gotta work like hard, even harder than you ever did before, and still leave the room like you 2 steps backward and not forward. This is something that really gets you confused, because you will understand now that the creative circle that you had wasn't enough. You gotta still bring a little more. We'll come to that in a second. Well, let's talk about the studio. That's where the magic happens, right? No, wrong. That's wrong. Okay, because deep inside, any architecture student will tell you that's where we lose our sanity. Like, the studio literally becomes your second home. You spend more time in the studio than you do in your own bed. All right? Like, you literally find yourself being the only one left at 3 a.m. still rendering, still glowing, still kind of tweaking that annoying corner of your mock-up. And all that for what? For a 10-minute critics. You're literally just spending like 40 hours for a 10-minute crit. And that's the wrap. And they're gonna be like, have you tried the old thing in another style, maybe? And deep inside, you're gonna be like, just dying, crying inside. You're like, y'all just don't know about what I went through. But nah, they really do know what you went through. And they're kind of acting that way for your good. So I'm coming to that in a second. Going even further at that, the same people that welcomed you and gave you the creative freedom gonna be the one judging you for your works. That's what makes it worse. All right, gotta just rhyme a little bit. But here, the teachers. First and foremost, I'll present my all sincere respect to them, because I'm pretty sure that they went through even worse than us currently, and probably they're just trying to do the best for us to be coming up with something way better than what they did, right? That's what they're trying to do on the daily basics. And if your teacher's not doing that, then he's maybe doing his job very, very bad, right? Anyway, I was coming at that. The very confusing thing about them is that they're using feedback as an art form of confusion, all right? Some of them can be using it as an art form of clarity, but many, or even most of them, are using it as an art of confusion. But for a good reason that I'll be coming up with maybe like a little when we reach the end of the video. All right, you may come with your project that you spend a lot of time working on, just as I said earlier, and still get things like, it's too abstract. How about you trying something way more formal and more logical? Then you get back with the thing that they asked you, and they're gonna be telling you, it's like it's a little too grounded. How about you trying this thing instead? Or even better, how about you just trying the old thing with another style? They can get very pissing at a certain moment, but I think that's for a good reason. And the good reason is that they're just trying to, bring you at knowing that there are not boundaries to our creativity. And that's something that is training you to be developing like all along the semesters, all along your whole curriculum. They're just pushing you understanding that there are not boundaries to your creativity. You can go as far as you can. All right, that's the reason why they always, no matter who you are, whether you've been like the greatest architecture student of all time, pretty sure that if you go to an architecture like an architect teacher, he's gonna be telling you that there is something missing on your work. Not because, not to piss you off. All right, even if at the end of the day it's actually pissing us off, but it's not really for a reason. It's just gonna be, to tell you that like the boundary of your creativity might as well just be close to the boundarylessness of the universe. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the reason why our teachers, like, I just figured that out for myself. All right, that's actually the reason why they're acting that way. All right, they just telling you by their own actions. To our part, you're all mock up to tell you, all right, get back home and try the harder style. Just to help you out. Let's not forget about the workload, because the stress is not only in the studio. You got theories, you got representations, you got presentations, you got site analysis, and many other things to get ready. You're uploading files every single day, like files after files, PDFs, and many other things. You're juggling between deadlines like you're a circus performer. All right, and you'll finish at 6 a.m. You gotta present it at 8. The time for you to sleep is like sleeping literally just becomes a rumor. All right, and the meals becomes optional. You just eat whenever the opportunity comes, and your PC just gets way altered than your social life. All right, your social life is like non-existent at all. Right, you're just living for architecture. Somehow you gonna find yourself in that position. If you're not in that position at the beginning, you're definitely gonna be finding yourself in that position a week or two before you're curious, because that's generally when it gets too hot that you don't have time for anything else than just doing what you gotta do. Sometimes the teachers and the professors are going very hard on us when we're not on time with the works that they ask us to be doing, because being creative, it takes time, and architecture, they're really trying to push us at being at bringing up like radical ideas in a short moment. All right, and at a certain point, it's also us, the student, we sometimes manage to not do the work when we're supposed to be doing them, and like postpone them for later, which is procrastinating evidently. But at the end of the day, we're making it. All right, we're making it. So that's good. But still gotta be fixed. And at the end of the day, you may ask, why do we stay? Why don't we just switch measures and go to a stress-free life? I don't know, like accounting, and have all the things that comes with architecture. Here's the thing, is that there is something weird, something rewarding in architecture. That's just like, that moment when your render finally clicks, all right, come out lit. That model of yours stand out for itself. You got professors finally saying that, all right, okay, that is a hell of a work, all right. Finally getting praise for the work that you spend your time like shaping and crafting. And at the very moment, there was just that genuine joy, that genuine enjoyment that we're rarely feeling in life. Feel like you'll keep purchasing that thing and try to have it. Even further, you want to create something that you're passionate of, and you know exactly where you're going, right? And you know what you want to create. So you gotta have to spend and give it, all of you to make it. That's why sometimes you can find yourself disconnected from the world and only apply yourself to the work and get committed to the work that you want to do. That you want to make and create. And that's a very interesting journey to go in. Architecture pushes the boundaries of your creativity. It makes you resilient. It makes you able to present and defend your ideas. It makes you grow, not only as a designer, but also as a person. Well, that was a little what I had to bring up for today. as I didn't make a video last month for a very evident reason. If you watch the video up to the end, you can understand the reason why I couldn't make a video last month. And yes, I may come back with way more interesting videos than telling you how it is to live an architecture student life. And yeah, many different concepts, maybe like the video that I recently did visiting the Carina Castle, or probably even way interesting. You many out there watching, as I checked my stat, right, and you're not subscribed yet. So if you're here and constantly often watching my videos, please consider subscribing to the channel, subscribe. And if the video was appealing to you, you can consider leaving a like. Why not? All right, that will help me, keep growing the platform that I'm trying to create. And that was it. All right, that was it. Thank you for watching. That was Sean. And from now up to the next video, see ya. Peace.